Well, Matt, let's go back to a team that you referenced earlier on as having a quietly productive offseason. That is the Angels. John Heyman reporting the Angels and Kluber have had some conversations, and I think Kluber is a really unique fit on this free agent market. He was able to get above 160 innings pitched with the Rays this past year. That was his most innings pitched since 2018. And here is the way the Angels offseason breaks down. As you alluded to, the Drury signing, I think, was a really smart, somewhat under-the-radar move. Renfroe, a power bat. Estevez as well. Anderson helped the rotation. Matt, I'm not sure if this team is quite competitive yet with the likes of the Astros or even the Mariners, but they are undeniably better. And when you consider they've got Ohtani there, if their approach this offseason was to give Ohtani the best chance to have a competitive final season in Anaheim before free agency, I think they're doing that. This team could look a lot more like the first 6 or 7 weeks of the season version of the Angels than what we saw over the final 4 months. That, of course, cost Joe Madden his job and left that team a little bit listless as they entered the offseason. So I think Kluber to the Angels would be a really interesting fit. I would also mention a couple more teams that could be possibilities there. Number one, the Dodgers. I think they're a team that probably has to find a way to get a little bit more help with their rotation. And also the Boston Red Sox. Recall that Kluber makes now his offseason home in Massachusetts. That'd be a bit of a hometown story for him. And we still have yet to hear where Nate Eovaldi will go. I think that is probably the biggest name free agent still out there in many ways. If you set the Correa drama aside for a moment, with the qualifying offer still being out there for Eovaldi, that could be the next major domino to fall in the pitching side. And then perhaps whoever doesn't get Eovaldi then pivots and looks more seriously at Corey Kluber, as you mentioned, the multiple-time Cy Young Award winner.
Short list of Major League players who choose to winter in Massachusetts. I mean, it's like Lou Merlone is the only guy that pops into my brain because Lou is famously from Framingham, Mass. Why? Corey Kluber was born in Alabama. Why is he wintering in Massachusetts, if I may ask you a personal question?
I believe there's a family connection to the great state of Massachusetts on his wife's side of the family. I believe that they may have met there in the Cape Cod League. I think that's the story. That's why Corey Kluber makes his home there. Yeah, in the great state of Massachusetts.
Put him on the spot, and he had something.
I'm never afraid of putting him on the spot. He's always got something. JP, good stuff, man, as always.